Welcome back to stop.
I see this tweet. Why support J.K. Rowling when you can support Naoko Takeuchi
Yeah,
instead?
J.K. Rowling is down bad. Like, how do you fall off that much? Oh, what do they want me to do here? Oh, there we go.
Naoko Takeuchi, for those who don't know, is the mangaka for Sailor Moon. I just
And
see this picture. This picture. It's of Togashi in like a bunch of fucking trash, and then the picture at the bottom is Naoko working at her desk, and it's like really neat and super well kept.
He literally makes fun of that with like a character in Hunter x Hunter, who like literally like is like the same image of like a guy just has a whole bunch of trash around him. And I think like it's a joke that like he made the one of the arcs because there was a bunch of ants in his room and he was scared of them. I don't know if that's actually what happened.
But if that's true, that is the stupidest reason ever.
What the fuck did I just fall into? I fell into the void. Have you seen those images where it's like images that aren't real but like it invokes like a fear in you? Like the Backrooms.
Oh,
like images that are
I
like.
can look it up right now. Backroom.
Images that are like let me see. Images that are familiar to you but don't actually exist.
I hate this. I immediately hate this.
It's like a what the fuck?
Oh my god. Hold on, Harry. I never asked you. When you record these videos, do you do it in the dark?
Yeah.
This is the worst thing ever.
Fuck light. Me and my homies hate light.
Okay, so just...
And I ain't talking about Yagami.
I don't think we've ever mentioned this. We don't record... When we record our videos, we do them in the dark just because, like, whenever light's on, even like the slightest noise from it, like a microphone can pick up. So...
Probably not my mic, but I just like the dark. Fuck.
And it...
Fuck.
I just became used to it.
No.
It also makes the room a lot less hot.
I just remembered when I said Light Yagami that the motherfuckers named him Light Turner in the live action movie. Bro, the live action movie is so bad. Did you watch it?
No.
Do you know? We gotta.
I know nothing about it. This is the first time I'm ever hearing about it.
The live action Netflix movie?
Yeah.
Oh my lord, it's so bad. Like it makes dark.
All I know about live action Tokatsu is besides the Lupin movie is that one fucking Ava clip where it's like fat Shinji. He's like choking Asuka, and he's like, ah.
When was there a fat Shinji?
All
I only know is the Gillette. Is Gillette? Gillette like fucking advertisement wing again though, and it's like, I don't want to get rid of the world anymore because he shaved.
Hold on, Evangelion live action screaming. Oh, where is this? Oh my god. Can't find it. Can't find it, goddammit.
Oh, more eyes.
Fuck.
More Zelda eyes.
Oh, there's a game on Steam called The Backrooms.
Of course there is.
Free
Can you
edition.
die?
Nothing but the stink of old, moist carpets, the madness of mono yellow, and the blinding light of fluorescent bulbs.
Like, I wonder what makes those...
The reviews give it a very positive.
We should play that. I just wonder, like, what makes those images so familiar? Like, what about it just, like, invokes a fear? Like, what the fuck? It's punching me through the door.
The top review, it says, the most nerve-wracking psychological horror I have ever played. If you don't see it, you will live in fear that you will. Good luck.
I guess that's a one-off right there.
That's a one-off. We got ourselves a one-off.
We just announced a one-off on the show.
Fuck it.
And nobody watches us. Crazy.
Pain.
Gotta change that.
We have to. I don't know how.
Is
we gotta ask
TikTok
Mr.
really
Beast
our
for help.
only hope?
Gotta ask Mr. Beast for help.
Mr. Beast did a thing on TikTok where, like, you make a TikTok looking at the camera and saying, I want it. And he'll, like, I don't know what he did. It was like, if you're like a YouTuber, like if you like want to do something, you want to have like fans or something. It was
Sure.
something goofy, and it doesn't really work for us because we don't show our face. I was watching the Super Mega podcast, not watching
Yeah.
it, I'm listening to it, and
Yeah.
it was very, very, very similar to like what we were saying in that one Doom episode, where we were just talking about like the whole YouTube stuff,
Mm-hmm.
about like how they don't want to do it for the fame, and they said like earlier they like, of course they played like games where like they played it because it was popular to get like more views, but that was only to like gain a following after Syndigo where they left.
Yeah.
They didn't want to use the fame of that to like get this channel. Exactly like what we said. And also like they're talking about how like they only do the show. They never like, if they were to like, they didn't use die like we did. They use like, if they like weren't friends anymore, they would like stop the show because there's no reason. Like they do it for fun. Like they record for fun. They don't record out of obligation.
Yeah.
And they don't see it as a business, how we don't want to see it too. Unlike Game Grumps, who is a huge business right now. Not the biggest, but it's not like Rooster Teeth level. Oh my god, this level's the FPS dropping bad.
There's a lot going on.
There's like a god, like a giant demon over there. There's like demons attacking me. There's like, what the fuck is that like ring going on? Is there eyes? Is there an eye I have to attack? Why are there eyes?
That's interesting that you bring that up, because like I like on my own like personal channel. Now like, we've talked about that before. Like I haven't done a video since I did the Mario video, and like
You probably would have been finished with your next video if it wasn't for Loos Harlock.
it's not even that Loos Harlock cut into my time to do it. It's just that I like, a big thing for me, and I've always been like this, is that like I strive for perfectionism, and like if I have an idea in my head, I'm not gonna do it unless I can do it to my full capability. So like they're like, to what's postponing that video right now of the one I said that I'm gonna do next is that like I don't have the best way to record those consoles yet, so I'm sort of just waiting to be able to like fund myself a little bit so I can do that.
You're doing the... Did we reveal what you're doing?
No, I hate what I think that like
You don't want to like, you don't want to say it so like...
I'm not superstitious, but I am stitious. So I will never announce the thing that I plan on doing, because then I know that idea will end up going down the drain.
Because if it doesn't come out, like let's say you lose interest, then like, I mean, I've obviously right now nobody watches us, but like if people did watch us, people would be like, what happened to this video?
It's like when Aaron was talking about how he wanted to do Metal Gear Awesome 3 and it never happened.
And then people, well, I don't think people bring it up anymore because I think his fans, like,
his fans don't remember when he was Eagle Raptor. I think that
he, like the people that were fans of Eagle Raptor have kind of like, most of them have kind of left ship.
For sure.
Because he's not the same. I mean,
Aaron Hansen and Ego Raptor are not.
They're not
the same like entity anymore.
Yeah. Like he just uses it to like post star bomb shit on it or whatever. He doesn't make cartoons anymore, which is sad. Like most of the cartoonists, like the only like most of them are gone. Like you get some of them, but like Oni plays. I mean Oni, like Oni is already like. Is this Let's Play channel, does it have more than his actual channel? I think so.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's already surpassed.
I don't watch a lot of Oni plays. I don't fuck with it.
I fuck with the heavy.
I
that's just my type
get into
of humor.
Oni's comedy. That's the always issue why like I didn't really like his cartoons very much. It's just that I don't find that brand of comedy really funny. Sort of the same. So that's what I realized slowly with Super Mega. Is just that I didn't really. I like the podcast a lot, but aside from that, like their comedy is very specific, and it's not one that I'm super into.
I'm kind of like the opposite. Those two are my type of comedy. Even though I like, Let's Plays aren't really like the thing I watch. I like more like analytical videos and like, I mean I've come back around to like watching like, it's more like the heavily edited like stuff, but like I've been watching like Minecraft video, like this guy named Dream, who's just he's one of the speedrunners, but he does like other videos with like his friends where they like code Minecraft to do stupid shit. Like all the like good mobs start attacking you instead, or like he like does like his most famous series that he's known for is like trying to beat Minecraft while 3 guys are trying to hunt me down, and if I die once, it's over. And he's won a couple of those. It's just good videos. I like watching those. Let's Plays, like I just watched the compilations for like Oni Plays in Super Mega. What am I supposed to do?
I feel that brand of comedy that they have specifically suits better to a compilation than it would to proper episodes. Which is why stuff like Super Mega or Oni Plays, like, they cut down, like, they edit out some of the episode, which is, like...
Is there any fucking dudes around that I could get for ammo? Please! I'm just gonna have to do this over and over. Wait till my shit recharges. Please. Oh, wait.
And, you know, it's not that, like, I like Game Grumps, and that's why... Our show is sort of has that same style of like video. It's like, just that I know like, my comedy isn't the form of where like I can just cut it up and make myself funny. Like I need to have constant conversation to be able to like think well. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, ugh, the entire time.
It's like there's a difference between like how like it's both equally like the. Not compilation, but like the heavily edited gameplay videos versus like long form let's plays like this. It's more so one is like how should I put this? The edited gameplay ones they take longer to make because it's like 7 hours of gameplay edited down to like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But it's a lot like okay, the editing process is hard, but the recording process is easy because you just like you kind of just keep playing and then make some jokes and then you put it together like that, right?
Yeah.
But with this, we gotta have constant conversation, but the editing is much more easier because we're not trying to find the best parts of putting it together. It's just kind of like editing versus what the fuck, editing versus you know, talk like. How hard it is to talk.
Conversation.
Yeah, like having constant conversation. And both are fine, but clearly like the heavily edited ones are kind of like because of like the attention span of people.
To me, I feel heavily edited ones lend themselves to being funnier, but they lend themselves to also like. To me, the point should be about the games, like, which is a thing that I really dislike about Game Grumps specifically, which is that like. They're just not very good at the games. Yeah. You know, obviously, like, we fuck up all the time, but not to say that we're any perfect, but, like...
Watch the last couple of episodes to see me fuck up plenty of times. Or the Batman slander episode of Mario.
I don't think there's ever been a game we've played on the show that we were bad at. Like, even when I was playing Last of Us, I didn't do horrible. Like
we still got to a point.
You could just tell that it was, like, the first time I was ever playing it.
Like, with the edited videos, it's definitely a lot easier to advertise and put on like Twitch or like TikTok or anywhere, and then like people will see and be like, oh, this is kind of funny, oh, I guess I'll subscribe. It's a lot harder to advertise this kind of stuff because I think the long form like let's plays stuff, like I don't think people are more prone to watch newer guys let's plays, you know, like us. Like I feel like less people are into let's plays, and people only people who are into let's plays just stick to, you know,
I think there definitely was a boom of let's plays, which is, you know, where I was having this discussion with Edward. He asked us one. I think he was the one who sent the question that we answered on the podcast. The second episode of the podcast, where
I don't remember most of the questions.
It was I think that was the only one he sent. He might have sent another one, but he asked if like we would ever do like more live action stuff or like skits and stuff, and I
mean, sure, we could, but
I think an issue for both of us right now, aside just taking Rona out of the equation, is just that like I am fine on camera because I mean, what I was gonna talk about, which is like the previous channel that I had, like I'm fine on camera because I'm used to being on camera. I'm used to both sides of it. I'm used to being on camera, being the one filming, and I'm used to editing that. And
like, same, like I've also done live action stuff on my own that, I mean, are no longer up, but like that was like director, writer, not you didn't even write anything down, but like coming up with the story of this, like the skit, I guess. I
mean, you know, I did a whole like 50-minute quote unquote movie when I was like, what, 12? So like,
I mean, a lot of kids do that, but like, it's just live action stuff is a lot harder to do because you gotta like if you.
I think there are two issues full to it. Is that, I know for me, and I don't know if this is for you, but I know it's been enough time where for me where like I haven't been on camera where I sort of get like nervous with myself about like fucking up.
I mean, I'm nervous all the time, like when it comes to people seeing me, you know.
So I think that's a thing that we definitely have to like get better at. Is like just being more comfortable being on camera.
Yeah.
But the other side of it is that too is like I mentioned, like I'm a perfectionist. Like I don't want to do something if I can't get the best quality out of it. So like even with something like Skyward Sword episode 32, like I still am like angry with myself about like, you know, because I was the one who was like in charge of all the audio for it. So I'm still angry with myself about like, oh, I could have done this better, or I should have like figured out a way to get our equipment working better with the mics that we were using, or you know, just various stuff like that. Menial ultimately because the video came out really well, but it's those
like
thoughts
that
that I
editing,
think make a good creator. Which I hate that fucking word. I hate content creator. So ugh.
I hate YouTuber as well.
YouTuber sucks.
YouTubers suck in general. But that was another thing
that's what we are.
that they were talking about on the podcast Super Mega. They're talking about why they don't use face cams, like even though like people have seen what they look like all the time, and it's because it's they use the principle of like leaving stuff to the imagination creates better content, right?
Oh, for
like
sure.
What horror stuff does. It's like they're able to do like those audio jokes, like one where like a bear breaks into like their studio and starts ripping them apart. You can't really do that live action. You just look stupid.
I just remembered that joke we did from the third episode of the Water Boys podcast,
where like I shoot something. What would happen?
It was that you murdered Aiden and like we closed the door. But like, and then Aiden is like laughing like two seconds after.
I really have to go to the bathroom, dude. I'm sorry, but
it's all right, bro.
Just like tell me where your bathroom is.
It's like down the hall, and then like, you know the tiger pit,
the one next to the dragon pit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I can find my wolf.
You piss on the tiger.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay, I can do that. All
and then you go into the bathroom.
All right, thanks, man. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Oi, bruv. What the fuck you doing in here, bruv?
I'm recording a podcast, bruv.
The fuck you doing in here?
I'm recording a podcast, bruv.
Yo, boy, yo, bloke. I got him right here.
What?
I got him right here.
What the fuck?
And I'll shoot him if he say nothing.
Aiden!
Now, the sports shit, mid. Sports insanely mid. We talking about games now.
Are you actually British?
No.
No, what are you doing?
And then we just come up with the story that he's on the wall. Go watch that podcast. That podcast was fun.
That podcast was
and also
really good.
I fight.
That's basically like. Police. I'm not gonna lie. Doing that podcast was honestly like one of the biggest factors when I was like, oh, I could definitely do like the gaming show with Harry. Like the chemistry works. And then Gary
One thing I will
appeared
say that, like-
fucking halfway through the podcast.
out of nowhere. That was just crazy. But and
How
sadly
did
that
he
was the
even get
last.
invited? I don't remember.
I don't like. He just said you want to get. What was it? What did
We
we
got
do?
Jack.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. But
That's a really good podcast episode. We need to put the link in the description.
yeah. But like, the thing I think we kind of got like sucked into is like, I is this how is the way we like we're kind of like a podcast, like with gameplay in the background essentially.
Yeah, that is the thing that I've noticed.
like
about,
that's what
'cause,
Last
like,
of Us. I think.
I think
we're really
Last of Us
reactive
is
to
the
Last
biggest
of Us.
example. I think Last of Us is the biggest example of us like focusing a lot more on the gameplay.
Yeah, like actually like talking about the game.
Mario as well, but that's only because of how furious I get.
But like,
Something like Doom or
is that
Skyward
how
Sword,
Game
where we
Grumps
can like
is? Are they podcasting?
Game Grumps is more. Game Grumps, definitely would say, is more of that style. I think Aaron, just because he's like, I mean, you know, and I've said it before. Full respect to Aaron, because I do respect him, but I think his opinions about games are pretty bad. You know, like Aaron is so bad at games that like he'll come up with new ways to complain about it.
He's
So like in that
a
aspect, they talk
likable
about
DSP.
games a lot more than we do, but.
He's like a likable DSP. How is he still around? Like he's like the joke is that like DSP like survives everything. Like anytime like a big YouTuber like gets like something outed about him, they're like DSP is still around though. DSP outlived these YouTubers.
He's the cause of their downfall.
His energy is just too much. But
Go on.
why am I just doing this? There we go. We're just what am I? I was just you were talking about Aaron Hansen and I just said he's like a likable.
We were talking about if we're more of a podcast with game
Like,
footage than we are sort of a gaming channel.
Yeah, I feel like if we were in person, we would be reacting to gameplay more. Cause like
I feel that
I've
worked
noticed
a lot.
on me.
I feel like we definitely did do it a lot more.
Because you actually see like the game in real time and its full glory and it's like right in front of you.
Like I remember there was a bunch of jokes in Skyward Sword when like you would mess up with the motion controls or something, or the motion controls would just bug out to infinity, and you'd be like, "Are you looking at this? Are you seeing this?"
Like I think it's because we're doing like you're seeing gameplay over Discord. With Mario, I can't hear the game, and that really like kind of fucks with my attention to the game. And I'm more so just looking up like stuff to talk about on like our games or something. It's just it lends to like when we were doing Portal, like not Portal, when we were like doing it in person, we were more like what the fuck are you doing over there? We were just
What?
what am I saying? Like we were so focused on the game that we wouldn't even like go on our phones, right?
Yeah.
But like now, like during Mario or Zelda, like I'm like kind of like looking up stuff, like during it. Not really like
Because there's enough of a gap, and a thing that we've had to do with the Discord stuff is that we have to prepare ourselves in terms of like what we're gonna talk about a lot more than we did whenever we like would record in person. Because when you record in person, you like if you find yourself unable to talk about something, you are both looking at the game. You are both like seeing what's
and then
going
you can
on.
find something to talk
So
about.
you have something to go off of. Whereas you don't get it's not quite the same when you're doing it like over Discord or remotely.
It's just, and also like the shitty quality of Discord at times. Fuck.
We can watch Harry be murdered on the next episode of Loos Harlock.